Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Now, there are a couple of theories floating around as to what is about to happen. Shag, do you want to tell us about your leading theory?
So the leading theory we have, which is clearly the best theory, which is what actually needs to happen. Taki came up with this one. So whatever the fuck those figurines are, they don't play well with this box, all right? Some portal opens up, don't know what the fuck happens. Then before you know it, like Shag's just in the fucking shadow realm, and hey, there's William, there's Grimes, there's Zara. How'd you get here? So there you go. Just join Hobo with Shag and Mechanical Dragon. Great way to just fucking derail a campaign right there.
Yeah. That's not quite what happens.
Not quite, but he didn't say doesn't.
Disintegrate, and it's because they were formed 1,500 years ago, right? And they disintegrate, and you get one angry shadow dragon.
All right. You throw Buck Portstein in this box. He falls. There's this boof sound, and then there's a static in the air. All of your hair stands up on end. You look like the frizziest kobold ever to exist. Then the box trembles, rumbles, and explodes.
As soon as it starts doing that, freaking Nagfer and I are just like jumping back.
All right, so you guys jump back. Oh, run away! The box explodes, sending shrapnel of wood all over the place. Shag, I want you to make me a saving throw versus death to successfully avoid the shrapnel.
Wood shrapnel?
Wood shrapnel. It's only going to be D4 damage.
Okay. I mean, I was going to say Nagfer probably protects me from most of it.
That's probably what the saving throw will adjust for.
That does not pass. God damn it, by 2.
All right, so Necrofer's wings block most of the stuff, but a few small bits of wood impale you on the right shoulder for 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Theo.
Yeah, Buck?
Join us on the dead side. Join me on the dead side.
As the air clears around you, you can see that the trees have all of their leaves have died and have fallen to the ground. Shag, your hair is gray, like pure gray everywhere. You are now a gray kobold. Standing.
Okay,
go ahead.
It's a winter already? What the fuck?
Lying on the ground next to Buck Portstein, whose hair is also gray. Buck, whatever color hair you had before, you now have gray hair. Not just on your head, your arms, your legs, any hair that you have on you is gray. CCC would be the hexadecimal color of your gray. And there's also a human, dazed on the ground. Kenny's a human, right?
Yeah.
Where were you a moment ago, Kenny? Because you weren't here. You were doing something ordinary and regular in your life.
Yeah, I was at my temple talking to the flock about life in Martha and how life is so important in Wickthorn.
Who the fuck are you?
Kenny!
He's also got gray hair.
I'm Kenneth, Father Kenneth, the cleric.
Where did you come from?
Wickthorn Lorenta.
Do you have any idea where you're at right now?
Yesterday?
Yeah, you're somewhere south of Shirebrook and Eridon.
You mean Berkshire?
Ooh, no. I mean Shirebrook in Eridon. Like
Eridon.
East coast of Arcadia, bud.
I'll have to wake up. Why do I
got you, and I'll walk over and slap him.
By Martha's bosom.
How long does web last?
20 minutes.
Wow. Yeah.
What
we need to go.
All right. Your friend looks injured. Let me cast heal.
You're at 1 HP, Buck. You can do it.
And I'm gonna go grab the bag of food off of the body.
My hair's so gray.
You can't even see your hair. You. Fuck.
Shag,
What the fuck have I told you about walking out in front?
What happened, Shag?
Well, an owlbear, that one that's still in the web. Which, speaking of which, we need to get the fuck out of here, boy.
Okay.
The
Let's get a
owlbear's furs also start gray now. All coloring patterns are lost on it.
Yeah. Fuck, what the fuck did you take?
Buck just starts stumbling away.
Okay, let's go. Here, I'll put my token down. Okay. Oh, someone else.
It's all good. All right, the three and a half of you manage to skedaddle before the web fails and the owlbear gets set free, going southward along the river, hopefully to a safe place.
Hopefully.
God damn it. Move all of you. Can't move all of you. There we go. Now I can drag you all down river. Okay. You get sufficiently far enough away from the owlbear that you're not worried about it coming after you or anything.
So, where are we?
We're somewhere south of Shirebrook,
Uh-huh.
and we're looking for an old naked wizard.
Uh-huh.
I put this motherfucker in a box, and the box exploded, turned all my fur gray. Buck, I hope you like gray hair, because you have gray hair.
Belemite, is that you?
Kenneth, you have gray hair. I don't know if you had gray hair before.
Ah, blonde hair.
No, but it's gray.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel any
I'm
older.
okay with it.
Sure, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
What the fuck is that sound?
What? Was there a beeping noise? Is there something following us?
It's a low battery on the fire alarm.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
So this wizard can get us home? Back to Drakus?
I need to like sleep for like 3
Eventually.
days.
You'll be fine. Just keep walking.
I can heal you tomorrow.
My face hurts. Look at it. It's so maimed.
Well, gee, probably because you keep walking into shit.
I didn't get a good look at it until now.
You can use the water in the river as a mirror and gaze upon yourself. Oh, you've changed, Buck.
Oh no. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
You guys can continue along your journey at the edge of the river. The rest of the day passes peacefully with no encounters. The next day.
I heal, first thing in the morning, I heal Buck. Full.
Okay.
Yeah. But your wounds are there because I can't remove scars. I just heal wounds. You have to get grade restoration for that.
Doesn't matter. My hair's gray anyways.
Just dye it.
He's got a point.
I try to storm out of the
Hey, what
tent,
you can-
but I just like run into the tent wall.
Nice. Because you can't see the exit because you're so blind.
Yeah.
Nice.
And first thing in the morning, I bless everyone. So your next saving throw +1.
Oh, perfect.
Or stat check.
Perfect.
This Kenny guy just falls right into line. He's just
Oh,
right into the
Martha,
blessing.
let your life flow through us and help us through these trying times. Martha, save us all. Amen.
Yo. Yeah, we'll need some help to get out of here alive.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you seen any demons?
Yeah, Kenny. It's dangerous. Owlbears in the trees.
Actually, I haven't seen any demons yet.
Oh, good. I heard this place had lots of demons.
Yeah, I did too. Got lucky.
Okay. All right. So we're going upriver.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
You continue upriver. Can I get perception checks from the party?
I'm gonna change who I'm rolling as. All right. 17.
Success.
27.
Oh my god. You guys are doing all right here. All right, let me give Perception check to the enemy. See who sees who first. Ooh. Okay, it's the next evening. You've been traveling along the river for 2 days now. Kenny, you've only been traveling for a day and a half.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
making camp. You're settling down to make camp, and you're collecting the firewood. And before you start the fire, kind of maybe when you're all sitting quietly, taking a short breather from your day's journey, you hear the crackling of something moving beside you. Now, your camp is based right near the edge of the river, so you can get some water. Maybe not like on the edge of the river, but near the edge of the river, so you can get water and, you don't have to shit where you sleep.
I don't know better.
Yeah. And there's I'm going to bring you to a map. And I'm going to bring you down here. You hear some noise from down here. From that direction.
All right, guys, just a sec. Shh. I'll go check it out. And is it dark out yet?
Twilight.
Sure.
Twilight.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Let it come to us.
okay, and then I'll go.
Ready.
If that's what he wants, then I'll just literally climb up a tree.
All right, you climb up a tree.
I'll take cover behind a tree.
Yeah, Buck's gonna take cover behind a tree.
Okay. Shag, from your position in the tree, you can see a gray owlbear sniffing around. It's got its nose to the ground, sniffing, sort of walking, looking, quietly moving. It must have stepped on a branch or something. Unusual for the owlbear to make some noise like that. But it's following its nose, its beak.
And I'll shoot it with a crossbow.
Give me
It's
a
a
roll to hit.
surprise.
You get a surprise round. +4 to hit because it doesn't see you coming. 22 will strike the owlbear.
I doubt it has 12 AC.
No.
Perfect.
6 points of damage. But that lets the owlbear know there's something nearby. We can all roll for initiative.
Alright. No, I can't do battle him because I'm wearing a symbol of Martha. Alright.
No.
Sorry, I'm just working out a new character. Alright.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It was beautiful. Rolling the same encounter. It's amazing. How'd you get a 20 on initiative, Shag?
Crossbow.
Holy crap.
Yeah, if it's ready, it's 1. But I just shot it, so it's 10.
Okay. Buck Portstein, you see the crossbow leave the tree. You can hear the owlbear go "Arr!" as it gets hit. What are you gonna do?
I am going to cast Flaming Sphere on it.
Ooh, you drop a ball of fire on top of the owlbear.
Okay.
Let me.
It has to save versus spell.
All right. You can now control the fireball,
Okay.
and it makes a saving throw versus spell, which is an 11, which I believe is a failure. Yep. The owlbear doesn't see the fire coming. It rolls off the cliff, bops him in the head, and he takes what, 2d4 damage?
Yeah.
That's the spell that killed me that other time.
Nice
Which
damage.
other time?
Thank you.
Well, you only killed me one time with this spell. In the Tomb of Horrors.
Wow, you really hold on to things. You really hold on to things, man. Just a game, dude. Just a game, man.
17s, 2 16s.
So I guess the ball of fire like rolls over the owlbear's back and down the hill a little bit because it only takes 2 damage, so it doesn't really hurt the owlbear very much. And then it becomes Kenneth's turn.
I hold action ready to attack it if it gets within my melee range.
Okay. The owlbear squawks and
Wait, Neal,
comes
what the
around.
fuck? You skipped Necrofer.
Oh, I thought Necrofer was sorry, he was at 8. I thought that
he
was
was
a
at 6.
separate 6. Okay, I thought that was your mistaken initiative roll.
No.
No. Okay, Necrofer goes.
Perfect. So, he can see him. Yeah, he can see him. He's got a position over here and shoot some spines at him.
Spiny. 17's a hit. For 5, Albert takes some damage.
2 is not a
5's
hit.
no.
Ooh,
Okay,
so-
that's better.
There you go. See, that's usually what happens.
Excellent. The owlbear skedaddles up this ramp. It takes a look around for its favorite prey.
Fuck.
Rolls a shit for its perception, so it can't see Shag in the tree. Buck Portstein's hiding behind a tree. Kenneth is hiding behind a tree, and Necrofer is hiding behind. All right, well, it's gonna see the two of you because if you're both hiding behind the same tree, oh God, Kenneth! All right, Kenneth, I'm gonna let you roll me a D2. On a 1, it's coming for you.
1, 2.
All right. It scampers over towards Necrofer. Does Necrofer have HP and AC?
Yes, you do.
All
I'll
right.
go ready action. I'll go ready action when it came into melee.
It comes into melee range. You can, so I guess you'll have to step forward to swing around the tree, but you can do that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Attack. Miss.
Swing and a miss. Oh, such a strong owlbear. The owlbear will take its first claw attack at Necrofer, which is a 13.
Nope.
It'll take a second attack, which is a 12.
Nope.
And then, with his beak, he will try to rip the metallic dragon to pieces. Ooh, with a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Necrofer gets a bolt pulled out and some wing nuts ripped apart, and a sheet of metal comes off for 9 points of damage.
It's a lot.
What's Necrofer's max HP so I can just put an HP bar on him? Oh,
Done.
there it is. Perfect. And that is the end of that guy's turn. Shag, you load your crossbow. The owlbear's back is to you. You're in a tree.
Perfect. Oh my god.
You miss. God damn, the sights on this thing are set for 100 yards, not 10 feet.
Who would've
Let's roll
thought?
initiative.
Perfect. Oh, perfect. I see that initiative you rolled. It's excellent.
Yeah, I rolled like shit. Wow, Shag, that's fantastic initiative.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, wait, you rolled 2 initiatives. Why'd you roll 2 initiatives?
Shag and Necrofer.
Yeah, but you rolled Shag twice. What's... Oh, okay, but okay, I see.
Once.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I see
Shag.
2 Shags. Never mind, it's fine.
Yeah.
The
All right.
DM roll nonsense is ridiculous. Ascending. Shag, go for it.
Perfect. I'm done with this shit. I'm gonna cast a magic missile.
2 magic missiles spring from the air, hitting the owlbear in the back. And the, one below the neck, one right by the loins. The reverse loins? The Maximus Gluteus. And the owlbear in terror and pain. Buck Portstein, you can roll your fireball or do something else. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so if I move it, I can't cast the spell, right?
The sphere rolls in whichever direction the wizard points at a rate of 30 feet per round. Blah, 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 blah. The sphere moves as long as the caster actively directs it. Yeah, so that's got to be your turn, your action. And you can only move it 30 feet. So, from where it stands, it is way more than 30 feet to the owlbear.
Yeah. I'm going to magic missile it.
All right. Throw down some magic missiles.
Shag and I just detain this bad boy.
Your magic missiles hit it in the kneecap and in the
That's my turn.
thigh. The owlbear goes, "Come on!" And Necrofer takes a turn.
Perfect. Gonna go for a bite. Nope. And then a claw. Nope.
Nope, nope, and nope. Kenneth, Save them.
Kenneth swings wildly, trying to land a hit and misses entirely.
Oh my god, Kenneth. It's
He's
the
got
owlbear's
good rolls.
turn.
He's not built for combat. I'm a healer. We just happen to be wearing chainmail for some reason.
Alright. Makes a claw attack against Necrofer for 12.
Nope.
A second claw attack for 17.
That's exactly what he needs.
Necrofer will take another 6 points of damage as a claw breaks it to the side, sending little bits of metal all over the ground. Necrofer's hydraulics have been nicked and they're leaking oil onto the ground. The bite comes in, natural 20, modified 25. Oh my god. Necrofer.
That will only clear by 5.
Necrofer's dead.
Again.
Oh,
Goddamn.
near to minimum damage. 1, 1, 1, and 4 on the dice. That's only 7.
Unfortunately, that's exactly.
Necrofer comes to a complete halt. Gears grind down. Oil hisses, or not hisses, squirts out of different things. Whatever steam comes out of Necrofer hisses. And we roll initiative. The dragon is dead. Long
And
live the
I'm
owlbear.
All right.
And I'm terrified because I'm alone in front of the owlbear now.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Roll a 15.
Oh my god, Kenny. Oh my, what weapon are you using?
Mace plus.
Oh no. Oh, you're so screwed.
I got plus 6 plus 9.
It's gonna be 12 for 12, boys! Unless someone can roll better than...
12, 4, 12.
Oh god, everyone's rolled initiative, haven't
Everyone's
you?
rolled. Everyone's rolled.
Oh god, McTacky. I'm so sorry. The owlbear turns to you.
12, 12, 4, 12.
He brings the first claw against you. It's a 7.
Needs to be done.
The second claw comes for you. It's a 19.
That's a hit.
It rakes you for 2 points of damage.
I'm at 1. I'm at 2 HP.
You
now.
lucky bastard.
Damn.
And then it bites. It's big. Owlbear. Beak. It cries out. Natural 18, modified 23. What's your AC?
12, 4, 12.
What's your AC?
4, 12,
18.
Wow.
12.
You thought you weren't built for combat.
No, I mean my character isn't. He's statistically is, but
Needs to be done. Perform the ritual.
I honestly like. And this is getting to the point where it's weird that your characters are dying so fast. I'm really not picking you out of combat for any particular reason. Like, both of your characters have been attacked second, and the first guy just goes unconscious, and then you get crit. It's terrible. I don't know what's happening here.
how much?
I'm so sorry, James. I'm so sorry. It's 11 points of damage. It's almost enough to bring you to -10. It's so close.
9.
The owlbear rends flesh and bone and sinew and muscle and tendons and fat and internal organs. Buck Portstein.
We're gonna slap a magic missile down on this bubble. That boy just took down Kenny. He got Kenny.
Matt, how do you keep rolling so terrible for damage?
Listen, Buck is
Buck's a
cursed.
shitty wizard.
Buck is cursed. He
He can't
something
die.
about the law of fates or the god of fates or something is not.
I don't know how it, you
I
never
have 5
manage.
HP. I'm level 4.
You always get knocked unconscious. You never do any damage, but you always survive. Which is the exact opposite of McTacky, who will do great damage, heal people all over the place, and never survive. The owlbear hits the ground like a sack of potatoes.
It doesn't squash me to death, right? Good.
I hadn't considered. No. The direction of the magic missile is this way, and we'll say the force of the magic missile will knock the owlbear backwards.
All right. We've got one.
Okay,
chest space.
Shag.
One
I'm
chest.
gonna try and. Oh yeah.
Oh, good. I'm alive at -9.
His belly's ripped open, and you just have to like stuff the guts back inside, the large intestine, blow off some dirt over here, kind of squeeze this out, and then quickly just sew him together.
Yeah. And I can't heal it because I only can heal 6. I can't heal that.
You told me. We just sewed his guts back in.
He just sew his guts back
If I
in.
wake up, I can't heal the wound.
Nope. You're in terrible situations. Or in a terrible situation.
Oh, this ain't good.
This ain't good indeed. But luckily, your camp is already made for the night.
Yeah.
And now you have plenty of food.
I'll spend as much time as I can basically getting Nicrifer to 1 HP, which I think...
Give me an engineering check, because you're in the field and he's badly damaged.
Machinery check, you mean?
That's the one.
Can I take the owlbear pelt?
Fuck!
Oh no!
You can pelt, yeah, you can skin the owlbear as well. You'll have a polar bear and an owlbear pelt.
Okay.
So you go to put Nicrifer together, and you can start putting things back on, but the real problem is the rubber hose that they use to pump oil. That is cut, and
That's
you can't...
fucking why. Didn't realize that they were using fucking rubber hoses instead of a good metal tooth pipe.
Oh god, those
it.
fucking gnomes. Why are they using these inferior tools?
I understand. Okay, yeah, it's got to move around, but you can use something other than the shitty rubber that they obviously used.
You know, if they had planned right, maybe like map it out with a rubber hose and then replace it with a metal tube, but it's too late. Nicrifer.
I mean, as long as I
temporarily
can get him
down
to
the
just move,
Yeah.
that's all we need.
Well, here you are in the woods, late at night. The brand new cleric who just showed up is mortally wounded and unconscious. Buckportstein and Shag are fine. Nicrifer's down. The owlbear is here. You can feed, and I guess you can sleep as well.
I'll sleep.
How did this happen, Jack?
Gee, Buck, how did this happen?
Were you saying I did it?
No, it's pretty clear. We got unlucky with some shots. That's what happened.
It is.
Martha.
Also, the new guy's really shitty at swinging that mace. Is that what he has?
I'm really bad at actual combat. I just got good armor, but no combat.
Yeah, he's really bad at swinging that mace.
I'm a healer.
Like, really bad.
Okay. So,
I'm going to try
Oh, yeah?
and get it. So, what I'm trying to do is, it's going to be real hard to move this giant-ass metal dragon. So I'm basically going to spend as much time as it takes to get him moving. Probably won't even be able to do combat, but if he can move, good.
All right. How are you going to improvise fixing rubber pipe? Rubber tube. What are you going to do?
Rubber tube. Let's see
Yeah.
here. What I'm going to do is probably cannibalize some of the other tubing that's on him from another part that isn't maybe necessary. Like probably take it from the wing mechanisms, take it off. There's like shit. I'll fix this when I get home, but if I can just use this, get this supply of oil running back, I should be able to put some flanges on there to blank that off so it doesn't start leaking everywhere. Patch up this leak right here. I should be able to get this moving.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you can cannibalize the parts from one area to another, and you can get one leg to move. Not the other leg, just one leg will go. And with that one leg, he can step and like pull the rest of his body, and then he'll grab and pull himself along the ground. And it'll be slow going, but it'll work.
There's got to be... But yeah, if that's the start of it, we'll keep moving, and I'll look into other workarounds to get him back up to at least walking speed.
How are we transporting Kenneth?
Back in Nicrifer.
Yeah, I guess you lay Kenneth on the back of Necrofer
Yeah.
and keep moving. Ooh, strength is on int. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. 11. Oh no, does he have all his spells? I thought there might be some unassigned spells on him. Oh no. Player's handbook. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, dude, replace Necrofer's legs with wheels.
The one just becomes an ATV.
Well, but no,
Better than wheels, tank treads.
Start with, yeah.
Okay. You guys continue on your journey. Thankfully, it's not far to the edge of the lake. And coming up along the river, you eventually run in to a little hut on your side of the river. It looks new, recently constructed. It's got some brand new cedar roofing, some brand new walls, some windows. You can see there's one shutter on, and you can hear the sound of sawing coming from the other side of the house. It looks like the house might still be under construction.
So you're not using the old map then?
Nope.
But I linked it and everything.
Yep.
That's probably exactly why.
It's a classic. It was in Dustin. No, never mind.
Yep. Long time ago.
Yeah.
2017, ages ago.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I'll just call. Hello? Orvin?
A head pokes around the corner. It's an old, wrinkled man. And he says in a unpracticed Drakissian accent, "Hello. What's going on here?" Stepping out from behind the wall is a naked old man.
I'm unfazed.
He's naked. He's the one.
Dude, he fucking told us he'd be naked.
Yep.
Hello. What are you doing over here?
We've come to tell you that Desmond
The dashing.
needs you to come to Berkshire.
From Berkshire.
Oh, I bet he does.
Yep.
What's that lump of scrap you got behind you?
It's not a load of fucking scrap. It's my best friend.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you
Didn't
better
mean to offend. I just looks all shiny. Didn't think it was alive.
Yeah,
Hello.
it's Niagara.
The naked old wizard walks around the building and comes towards you. All he's got on is a tool belt with like spell components and actually some tools hanging from it. He's got a hammer dangling right in front of him to sort of block the view of his hammer.
But yeah, no, we. What?
What?
Yes, we get it.
Yes, we get it. You're making a joke about his penis. All right.
That was a layered joke. It was good. Never mind. It's fine. Keep going. Someone out there
Alright.
will appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Just don't understand the dick jokes
Yeah.
nowadays.
Desmond sent us to come collect on a favor or some shit that you owe him. I don't know.
We're here for
Something
the ice
about-
cream,
Yeah, ice cream.
Corbin. You know why we're here? We're here for the ice cream.
What's ice cream?
Yeah, I don't know either. He just said some cold shit. Gnomes making something that dispense cold.
Oh,
stuff.
I see. He wants to get my rocks.
That's right.
Yes, he does.
Everyone's coming over to get me frosted rocks? Well, let me tell you the same thing I told all the others. Orvin lives in the woods. I ain't no civilized person. You ain't expecting me to come back into town and don some of them clothes and socialize with those other people. You know, people are so
It'll only
boring.
be for like however long it takes us to get there, however long you want to hang out, and however long it takes you to get back.
And as soon as you start walking it back into that town, you start remembering why you like it. And you start drinking the whiskey and hanging out at the bar.
Well, where's
Going to
my
the
hospital?
markets.
I think we'll have to talk about this a little bit later. In the meantime, why don't you all come on into my house? This guy's accent is apparently all over the place. And take a load off. Get some food. Rest up a little bit. This is a safe area. Don't go in the lake. Lake monsters will eat you. Drink from the
Okay.
river, not from the lake.
Okay.
Got it.
Got it. Good. And he invites you into his small house. It's
Yeah,
definitely still under construction.
Drag Kenneth in.
Yeah. Oh, well, Also, introductions. My name, as you clearly already know, is Porvin. Porvin the Mage. And this whole area is my secret home. And you all are?
Name's Buck.
Lovely to meet you, Buck.
I'm Shag.
Lovely to meet you, Shag.
Snaggerfer. I'll point to the dragon. And this is, what did he say his name was? Kenneth?
Kenny.
I don't know.
This is Kenny.
Kenny? Yeah, something like that.
Kenny got.
Literally don't know who he is. We
You
had
don't
this,
know?
like, yeah, we literally had this
Tell him about the gray
dimensional.
hair.
We had this extra dimensional box. He took a pretty nasty hit, so I dumped him in there. All of a sudden, that shit exploded. All my fur turned gray. His hair turned gray. This dude showed up. Apparently, he was blonde before he showed up. There was a bugbear caught in a web. Or not a bugbear, but an owlbear caught in a web. All that dude's feathers turned gray. And yeah.
Well, that certainly sounds like something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why it would have blown up like that, unless Buck, you had something.
Magic is dangerous.
Well, yeah,
He
no
looks
shit, Sherlock.
at Buck. You said your name is Buck, right? So tell me, old boy, what sort of magical item did you have on you to interact with that extra dimensional space?
Yeah, what did you pick up in Shirebrook?
I picked up these little figurines, and I whip out like a cloth and then unfold the cloth, and they're a collection of figurines.
These look like components for a stone-shaped spell.
Do they? I skip that class like all the time.
Yeah, so a stone shape, you take some clay, you mold it into the shape you want, the three-dimensional form, and then you touch some other stone, and that stone takes the form that yours took. So you could make a tunnel, like this one here, and that would create a tunnel or a gateway in a wall, or you could make a ringed wall, and you could create the stone around you in the ground to rise up and create a little fortress about you. This hand here looks like a Bigsby's something hand spell. One of them: crushing, gripping, grabbing, holding, smiting, restricting, caressing.
Would that mean?
Groping.
Would that mean that
Bigsby's
there's-
groping hand.
Interesting. But would that mean that there's an intricate system of tunnels and other shit underneath the keep in Shirebrook?
Is that where you found these?
That's where I'd assume he found it, because he saw that keep in there with like all the what looked like freaking dragon claw marks climbing over it, and he's just like, "Let's go loot it." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
I found it at the bottom of a crater with a bunch of dead bodies.
Oh my. Well,
Yeah.
why don't you all take a load off here? Your friend looks on the verge of death.
Oh, quite literally.
There is a less than lovely lady who lives around here that I'll see if I can't get to patch him up for us. So why don't you all just rest here, and I'll go see if I can find her ladyship.
Sure.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course, of course. As they say in Mistria, Mikasa es Sukasa. Make yourselves at home.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And he disappears into the woods naked, leaving you guys to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll keep working on Nycrofer, trying to get
Kenny's gonna get fixed up.
everything to work.
No blood magic.
All right. Sometime later, Porvin appears with an old, wrinkled woman who wears these sort of shabby clothes that have been washed too many times. Threadbare would be the word to describe them. And she's kind of a little, like a short gait. You know, she's got that kindly old grandma shuffle to her. As Porvin and this old lady arrive, and Porvin's chatting at her. She's not really saying much, and he says, "Oh no!" And here's the young one, Kenny. Don't know where he came from, but he's a cleric, and well, he looks like he's about dead. Would you, ma'am, mind doing the thing that you do? She gives a bit of a nod and walks over to Kenny and takes a bony, crooked finger with a long nail and sort of caresses his face with it a few times, then looks over at the two of you and says, well, why, hello there.
Hello.
Think he's gonna make it, Doc?
Maybe. He's in need of some desperate attention.
Yeah. Sure is.
I'll have to take extraordinary measures to heal him.
Do whatever you're gotta do.
What sort of extraordinary measures?
Well, there are many ways to magically repair a person.
Oh yeah.
When you use divine magic, like he would,
Divine magic.
it's very easy. When you use alternative means, there's a price that must be paid by someone.
Witchcraft.
Talking about black blood magic, like dark stuff.
Yes. That's a broad catch-all that technically includes the categories I'm speaking of.
What sort of
Who's
price?
this lady?
She's fine.
Don't
She'll
worry.
fix them up. Yeah.
Yes.
But what sort of price? are we
Just
talking?
kidding.
Well, you see, I'll need to take some amount of life from one person or thing and infuse another with it.
What do you mean take some life? Like
Oh. An eyeball would do. Do any of you want to give up one of your eyeballs for your poor friend?
I hardly know him.
I see.
If we go catch something in the woods and bring it back, would that also work?
Only if it was still alive when you brought it to me. If it was dead, it would be of no use, dearie.
I might be able to get something alive.
How do you learn dark magic?
The fuck, Buck? You can't even pass your. You can barely cast the magic missile, and you're trying to.
I'm not
learn
even
from
in
it.
Wog Arts anymore.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. You're shitty at magic.
Well, it wasn't hard for Buck anyway. He's already got full perception.
Corbin steps forward and says, Buck, you really, that's not the right, don't ask those questions. And she looks over at Purv and says, my dear, it's been a long time since I've had an apprentice. The mistakes of the past won't be repeated. And besides,
Who's the apprentice?
that other one was just so adorable I could eat him up. This one is, oh, I don't know. There's something about the gray hair that I find, she kind of strokes her own wiry gray hair. Very charming.
Hey, Buck, she's
Hey.
into you.
Who said that?
Do you, would you like to stay, Mr. Buck? There are plenty of things I can teach you under the stars out here.
I don't know. You're talking in kind of creepy way.
Oh, I'm sorry if my cadence throws you off. This isn't my mother tongue.
Let's just see how Kenny turns out, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Fetch
Corbin,
me
what
the
sort of-
eyeball of something significant. No rabbits. You know what I mean?
Significant. So, like, Portland, what's in the woods? We already know about owl bears.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Well, black bears, boars, bugbears, bullywugs, cougars, trolls, gnolls, goblins, some lizard folk in the rivers, wolves, owlbears,
All right,
nagas in the river.
that's scary. Ms. I don't believe I caught your name.
You can call me whatever you like, darling. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Okay. I look up to Buck and All right, lady. Would any of those things that he just mentioned work?
Silly Porvin. He doesn't know the area as well as I do. What you're looking for.
Like lizard folk, would that work? Bullywug?
No.
Cougar?
There's a werewolf pack out there. Can you handle that?
I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it.
A werewolf?
I have a platinum dagger. I don't know if that
No,
works.
you need silver for them.
I mean, I've got magic weapons. That's not a problem.
Yes, a single werewolf would do. A werewolf's liver would be what we would need in this case.
Where
Not
are
the
they?
eyeball.
Well, no. The
Where can we
liver of the
find them?
werewolf is more potent than its eyeball. It's a interesting thing about werewolves and lycanthropes.
Their liver is more. good to know,
Yes,
thank you.
your eyeball would do. Well, you're maybe a little small. She turns to Buck, but your eyeball would be just perfect.
I mean, Buck, you're hardly using it as it is. I could probably get you.
Back to a corner. Where are the werewolves at? We easily
Probably
get
get you
a
a
werewolf.
They live along the coast of the lake. Just follow it east, and eventually you'll run into one of them. Small wooden shacks, reeds for rooftops. Maybe a half dozen live there, under one home.
Oh,
They
shit.
only need the one liver though.
I think I could probably.
Alive.
Do I need the werewolf alive, or do I need
Yes.
to extract the liver? while he's
No. He needs to be here. She or she alive. The transfer of essence.
Is he going to
needs-
turn into a werewolf with this liver?
Does that particularly matter?
Yeah, because I don't
Yes.
want to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
50-50 chance.
Just give him your eye, Shag.
No,
I'm
Shag's
a
the
little
little small.
Yeah, I'm a little small.
Unfortunately.
Well,
Well, don't worry. The full moon isn't for another 4 days. There's plenty of time.
I think we can make it work.
yeah, Shag. Come on, Ghostbuster.
So let's see. It's in 4 days, so they'll probably start transforming in what, 2, 3?
3. The night before and after and of.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Excellent. Goodbye, sweeties.
Yeah,
Please
goodbye.
come back eventually.
I'll probably be back tonight with them.
All right. And off the two of you go in search of werewolf liver to save Kenny, the guy who showed up and didn't do anything other than heal Buck and then immediately died.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm so sorry.
If you want to throw my dwarf in at any point, just say, but I'll be gentle now.
I think we can resurrect you. I think we can get you back. We just
Okay.
need a werewolf party.
Werewolf.
All right. So how are you gonna find your werewolf?
It's
Your
pretty
go-
simple.
one. Ah.
East on the shore.
We're gonna go east on the shore,
Looking for.
and I'm gonna be looking out for stuff. And then when I find a hut, I'm gonna tell Buck to hide in a specific location, and we're gonna ambush them.
Okay, remember there are 12, so we need to get a pick.
We only need one,
Gotta get a catch.
and I've got ropes we can tie them up and move them along.
So
All right.
let's recon first.
The party heads east along the edge of the river, on the edge of the lake.
And like as we're walking, like, yo, Buck, do you have color spray?
I'm prepared.
Why do you?
I am a weapon of Astaire, sir. Nothing but magic missiles and flaming spheres emanate from these fingers.
And yet, with one magic, with one cast of magic missile, I still do more damage than you with 2.
God's wrath surges through my hands.
You see a light
What color spray? I see a light.
at the edge of the river as the sun begins to go down.
Oh, perfect. All right, Buck.
Yeah.
Let's walk around it.
Just wait for one of them to leave.
I'm gonna see if there's a trail that people commonly walk, like that's well worn from people walking on it.
Oh yeah, there's a well-worn trail. It leads away from the house on the backside, across on the opposite side of the lake.
Perfect. And like, fuck, hide in this bush right here.
I get in the bush. All right, locked and loaded. I'll shoot him.
No, you need to be very quiet and don't do anything until you see me cast color spray.
And then I'll shoot him.
We need him alive, you dumb fuck. If he's unconscious, we tie him up and drag him back.
Yeah, right. I'll run out with the rope. You take the rope. I'll run out to be around in case anything goes wrong.
Yep. Yep.
Aren't you gonna have high intellect?
All right. And I'm going to then do my best to scout out the surrounding area, and then see if I can see how many werewolves are in this little hut.
Give me a move silently check.
Perfect. I was literally built for this.
Beautiful. You skate silently up towards the house from which the light is emanating. You can hear inside. There's a story being told from one werewolf to another, but it's not in a language you recognize. But you can tell the cadence of Papa Werewolf reading to the children, or, telling a story to the children.
Perfect.
Yeah. You can peer an eye in through a crack in the boards, and you can see Papa Werewolf and Mama Werewolf sitting on some makeshift stools in front of 4 baby werewolves or young werewolves who are all sitting, staring entranced at the father as he tells them
Like
the story.
humans or something, right?
No, they're all in their hybrid form. They all look like wolfmen.
Okay.
Yeah, they're clearly werewolves, yeah.
Somewhere in the Hidden Valley, hybrid-shaped werewolves tell each other bedtime stories in their huts.
Well, how else do you get the little baby werewolves to go to bed?
So creepy.
Yeah. I'll just like sit around and wait for one of them to like get up and start walking towards the door, and at that point I'll go run into the woods.
Sure. So you watch the story continue, you hear it, and eventually the dad and mom werewolf tuck the little ones into a bed, pull up some sort of big bear skin over them, pat them on the heads, and the mom and the papa head out the front door, which is on the opposite side of the building, and go towards the lake.
Do they go towards that trail?
No, the trail's on your side of the building.
All right. Yeah. I'll stalk them.
Do I still have eyesight of Shag?
Yeah, you still have eyesight of Shag.
Okay.
He's just sort of like a silhouette against the moonlight reflecting off of the water. And Shag, you can hear them chatting and whatnot. And then one of them, the Papa Werewolf, gives a bit of a stretch and makes some sort of motion and starts heading into the woods, doing one of those things where his knees are sort of crossed, letting you know that he just kind of needs to use the bathroom really quickly, and he doesn't want to do it near his house.
Yeah, sure. I'll follow him. I'll let him. Shag's a nice guy, but let him do his business before he casts color spray on him.
That's good. Yeah, you wouldn't want to. Yeah. You follow him off to a little area. He goes over to a tree, stands next to the tree, and then raises one leg up while he's standing next to the tree on his other leg. Pees all over it.
I'll think about it. It's like, this makes no goddamn sense. That's awkward.
I don't want you to do that.
Listen, he's Papa Werewolf. Pee however he pleases.
Sure, whatever. So he gets done. It's just like, and color spray.
All right. Throw down a color spray. Let's take a look at the werewolf, and
God,
let's
I hope
see
it
if he
works.
gets affected.
I'm a level 4 wizard, so So if he is 4 hit die or lower, he gets no save. He just goes unconscious.
Let's see, I don't think I have any custom. Nope, my werewolf stats. I have not I've not done custom ones for them yet. So we'll use the default werewolf stats, not the wolf the werewolf. Lycanthrope werewolf. How many hit dice does he have to get a saving throw?
4.
All creatures above the level of the spellcaster and all of those of 6th level or 6 hit dice or more are entitled to saving throw or spell.
Okay, and you are 4th level?
Yep.
All right. Our werewolf is 4 plus 3 hit die, which does mean he is above the level of the caster.
Shit.
Well, that
So
means
he gets a
it's
saving throw.
Oh no, that's okay.
Yep.
Let's roll it. Let me look it up what he needs. Versus spell? He needs a 16. Actually, 14 because he's above. He gets saving throws of 5th level creatures when you've got plus. I think it's when you get +2 to your hit dice that you get a saving throw from the next higher.
Okay.
Passes. What happens on a pass?
Just creatures, those with hit dice of level 1 or 2 greater. Fine for that. Not allowed or failing saving throws. It doesn't say, so save is set special. It doesn't say, so I think it just literally just lights him up, and that's it.
Those with... Yeah, so he passes, which means nothing happens, right?
Yeah.
So there's like a flash of colors. Buck, you can see this. It lights up the sky. The werewolf is startled. You know, you've waited for him to finish, so he's not having to squeeze anything off, but it's a startle. And we're going to roll initiative.
Fuck.
What map? I'm going to bring you to a new map.
Okay.
It's not going to be a proper map. It's just a place that I can put you so we can all roll initiative from the same area.
It's the map I gave you.
So where is... Here's you, into you, into you. And where is my... Where
am I?
I'm-
I know.
all right. The werewolf rolls into initiative.
Where am I? I can't find the check, so I'm just gonna roll stack.
Okay. Just roll as necropher. That'll work. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh my god, those are fast initiatives. The werewolf goes first. It spots you, Shag. It can smell you now that it can see you, and it can see the direction from which the color spray emanated, because you got to be kind of close. The werewolf descends on you. He leaps at you with a natural 1. He didn't realize that he forgot to put his leg down. No, that's not it. He trips over a root, makes a saving throw, fails a saving throw, and lands prone at your feet, Shag.
He fails his saving throw.
He fails the saving throw versus death on his natural 1 for the attack roll. He's just like, Buck, it's your turn.
Buck's going to... Where am I?
Don't worry about the map. The map is ineffective. You are within line of sight, maybe 80 feet away.
Okay. Buck like scrambles his brain. What was I supposed to do in this situation? He doesn't remember. He magic missiles the werewolf. 8 damage.
Oh, that's a terrific blow. The werewolf had this much HP, and you just hit him for 8. Whap! The werewolf is badly injured. Necropher/Shag.
Well, I see him getting magic missile.
What are you gonna do?
And I'm gonna do the only thing that I can hope that'll work now, and I'll take out my swords, or my short sword and my dagger, and I'll just basically like try and pummel him unconscious.
All right, give me an attack roll.
He's prone.
He's prone. +4 to hit.
So there's a short sword.
14. Oh, it was just shy of a hit.
And then there's the dagger.
That's a hit.
And trying to do non-lethal.
You do
So-
half damage.
All right, so half of D4. So I do and damage.
And damage to the werewolf. Let's roll initiative again. Oh, he goes so slow.
Oh, I go so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You fucking kill him.
Buck, go.
All right, Buck. Rolls it in check.
Fails.
20 fails. Your magic missile's in.
No, you got blessing. That's
7
21.
damage.
That's a 21. You got blessing.
You do. Did you fall unconscious the day before? Yeah, you did.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
he fell
yeah.
unconscious this day. Yeah, no, last night. Yeah, it was last
Yeah,
night that
we've
you
had
fell
a rest.
unconscious. Okay. The werewolf is almost dead, Buck. You've almost killed it. Necrofer, Shag.
Knock him out now!
Yep.
It's on the
Let's go for
ground,
the- yeah, oh my
twitching.
God.
The short sword misses.
So that's actually 25, but
That'll hit. That'll actually clear by 10. You accidentally crit the werewolf.
with
Give me
non-lethal.
2d4 divided by 2.
Can you punch a werewolf to death?
I do 3 damage.
All right. The werewolf falls unconscious.
Sweet.
Get him and go. Let's go.
Yeah. I tie him up, and then we go.
Okay. All right. It's great. A moment later, the werewolf springs back to consciousness. Your weapons aren't silver, are they? Your dagger.
My dagger is a +1 magical weapon.
Oh, never mind then.
And I'm doing magic damage.
Your
And
magic damage
fine.
is fine. Yeah,
And my
yeah,
short sword is a +3 magical short sword.
Right, but you missed with the short sword all the time, but the dagger did hit. Okay, and it's magical dagger, so it'll do real damage. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. And like I said, I tie him up
Yep,
with rope.
yep.
Would you like me to roll my
Daddy's
rope?
never coming home.
Yeah, give me a refuse check.
Wow.
Oh my god. Good thing it doesn't matter.
All right.
I think it's great, but it's actually just like he gives one tug and he's
We're creating mortal enemies of like 11.
Now here's the
Evil
big problem.
creatures.
How are
So-
you gonna carry him back to base?
between two
his-
people.
Will,
got
what's your
strength.
strengths?
I've got strength. I
He's got
drank a
strength.
potion.
Oh, strength isn't your low score. You took a potion of strength, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
My strength is 9.
Mine's 14.
I think we could drag him fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Died.
It's facing Neal. We get out.
All right.
Well, you
You,
got
dr-
him.
you drag him away. You drag him
Perfect.
back to the hut, back to poor Vin's hut, where there is Hagatha and poor
Did she
Vin.
eat me? Did she eat me dead?
She gets around.
alive.
She is sitting on the bed, gently caressing the now unclothed body of Kenny. At least your shirt is off. Your pants are still on. Your armor's off, and she's lovingly caressing your chest and your belly and everything as the rest of the party walks in carrying a werewolf with him.
We got him. Fresh werewolf liver.
Good. She drags the werewolf over next to you.
I think this
next
is
to
the point where
Kenny.
I undo the ropes and like, oh fuck.
Like the knot's already come undone, the rope is already untangling behind him. Luckily, he doesn't recover for a few hours, and you manage to bring him back in time. You see Hagatha stand over the werewolf, kind of kneel
it's
down.
like
The
a-
werewolf's on the ground, Kenny's on the bed, and
One quick question, lady.
yes.
Is this gonna kill him, the werewolf?
Oh, certainly. It will not be a procedure he survives from. Is that
Okay.
a
Fuck him.
problem?
No,
No,
fuck
it's
him.
not. No, it's fine. I'm just
Okay.
curious.
Uh,
Deep down, Shag is like, I kind of feel bad now.
She takes a clawed hand and plunges it into the werewolf's side, like belly area, puts another in, and then just like rips open his belly and his rib cage with
You said claw?
Yeah, she's got like long nails that kind of function as claws. They just look like old women nails, but like she digs them in and they go in, and she pulls aside and the flesh and the fat rips open, and she grabs the rib cage and you can just hear her snap it and break it. And you know there's no fucking way you can just rip open a rib cage like that. You got to have at least 18 strength to do that easily. And she does it
18 strength.
so easily. She just rips it open, digs around in the guts for a little while, pulls out a liver still attached to everything, comes over to Kenny's body, opens the sutures that you made with one claw, and without really even looking, just takes the liver and shoves it into Kenny's belly and kind of ruffles around in there a little bit, while putting her other, now bloodied hand over his face. And then she gets this like weird smile over her face and kind of calms for a moment. And you can see the werewolf's eyes start open and then they roll back into his head. And you can hear her murmuring something in a language you don't understand. Doesn't quite sound like the language of magic. It's a little bit off. And then she removes her hand from Kenny and kind of licks her lips and says, "You don't mind if I eat without you, do you?"
I like look at the werewolf and I'm like, him?
I'm leaving. Back towards the door.
Okay.
Go for it.
She reaches back into Kenny, pulls out a different liver, not the werewolf one that she just put in, takes it in one hand and starts to munch on it while she like uses her other hand to kind of look through the werewolf for the little bits that she wants. Porvin is nowhere to be seen.
I think Shag's just kind of transfixed with, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I've done my bit of digging around inside of bodies, but this is like a new level.
You learn this magic off her.
No.
She digs around in the werewolf, pulls out a few little juicy giblets here and there, takes a cut of meat from the back of the neck, you know, one of these big neck muscles back here, munches on that a little bit, plucks off some ears. Crunchy. Would you like an ear, Shag?
Like, probably one of my ears will flick, like, I'm good.
She munches on the werewolf. She takes the werewolf's eyes and puts them in a glass jar and then just sets them aside. Yeah.
Monster eyes are usually used for something.
And, yeah. Once she's done and had her fill, she will pick up the werewolf's body, gently toss it over her shoulder, still in her old woman form, and old woman shuffles out the door, saying, "Goodbye, Shag. I'll see you again one day."
Where?
Oh, I haven't decided yet.
All right.
Ta-ta! And leaves. Buck, you find Porvin outside next to Nicrofur.
Hey, Porvin. How's it going?
Jolly. As long as I'm out of the hut for now.
That's some doctor you guys got in this,
Well, if he wasn't one of your best friends, I wouldn't have bothered bringing her.
Thank you.
She's a bit chompy sometimes, but she does make for wonderful conversation. She knows quite a bit about the way the world works, and as long as you are friendly with her, she's not fatal.
Checks out.
You see that Nicrofur has been messed with a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, some of the all the parts have been regathered and kind of like laid out on a scrap of cloth. So you've got like nuts and bolts over here, sheets over here, bracing pieces over here. And he's also sort of like slick and shiny, as if he's been covered with some sort of fluid. Why don't we take our break here, and When we come back from break, we'll see you on the other side.